Also, whilst I got it on my mind, I should also make a crafting table on a stick so that I can craft those like compressed blocks without having to walk back to the crafting table every time. That's going to make my life, again, just a little bit easier. Just a nice quality of life improvement, if nothing else. Get some signs and kapow. Nice. Okay, so now we can craft with that on the go, which is nice. So, for example, if we're over here and we want to go ahead and craft up our sand... No, dirt, sorry. I'm thinking my brain is still on the default that you craft, you use the hammer from cobblestone to gravel to sand, and sand to dust. I'm still not used to the dirt intermediary that has been added, so I'm going to keep forgetting about that. But nevertheless, we can now craft here, get a bunch of compressed sand, throw that down, and kapow, ton of dust. I like it. This should sift fairly quickly over here. Again, I'm going to kind of put most of my stuff in this crate for now, just to kind of separate the drops that we get from the normal stuff that we're using in day-to-day crafting. What about the cobblestone generators? If you get a clay bucket and dig up an area and dig up and get lava, you can make cobble gen. That's a fair point, actually. Apparently there is lava at the top of the world. If you go like right up to Y level 256, apparently there is lava there. And so I guess in theory we could just dig all the way up, grab a bucket of lava, come all the way back down and make a cobblestone generator that way. I think we are still going to want to get a crucible so we can make infinite lava going forward, right? But we could do it that way, I guess, if we really want to. All right, we needed what, just like 7 bone meal? We got 8, which is quite nice. We didn't get a lot of anything, actually. We got some nickel, some silver, some gold. Not even enough, like, gold to make a golden ingot. Only just enough silver to make a silver ingot, which is not the best. So we are going to have to, like, upgrade this or really just, like, make a lot more sieves pretty soon here. But now that we've got the 8 bone meal, we can craft that up with the clay that we're going to get from these guys. That's going to get us... we need the 7 porcelain, so I'm only going to make 7. Might as well save that clay and bone meal for a different recipe. Craft that up into a lovely little U-shape and then smelt that bad boy in the furnace there to get ourselves our first fully fired up and ready to go furnace, crucible even, which we should put on top of a torch for now and then eventually on top of lava to make it just a little bit faster. Okie dokie. So this is smelted. I like it. I will grab one of our spare 16 torches. We'll throw this down, I guess now, like for now, just like right here. That should do just fine. And if memory serves me right again, 4 cobblestone should be enough to get us our first bucket of lava. We are going to lose this clay bucket in a second here to that lava, but that's fine. Let me quickly check here. Iron chunks. What is the best material to sieve to get iron? I think it's going to be gravel. Is going to be my assumption here. We could get a heavy sieve to sift like compressed gravel, but I think you cannot use the heavy sieve in a large area like you can with this. Like, I think we can put up to 25 of these sieves down and sift them all at once, whereas with the heavy sieve, I don't think that's the case. Even though you can sieve 9 at once, you can't sieve, 25 at once, which is, bigger than 9, for those who didn't know. So, let's see here. If we sieve sand, we have like a 30% chance. Gravel is a 30% chance. It looks like that's the same. Maybe I want to go with sand. Dust is also a 30% chance. It looks like they're all the same there in terms of the drop percentage that you actually get. So yeah, I guess we could go with, and we're not going to get any of this stuff like the diamonds or anything until we get a higher tier of mesh. And so I guess it really doesn't matter what we sift, which means it's probably going to be in our best interest to sift just gravel for now, because gravel is so much easier for us to get. So let me go ahead and grab 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stacks. That should get us a nice even number of compressed blocks, I believe. Give it a second. There we go. Good stuff. It's us 32 blocks. And so this should get us just an absolute ton of gravel, which is going to be fantastic. Hammer all that down and then start sifting it. Before I sift it, I think I will go ahead and make a bunch more sieves. I'll try and make as many sieves as we possibly can, just so we can get this done as fast as possible. Look at all that gravel. I love it. It's so easy and so quick to turn just like all of our cobblestone into just a ton of gravel. It's fantastic. Make an all-in-one tool. All-in-one tool. I could do, couldn't I? Yeah. I might make a stone all-in-one tool, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Let's grab some cobblestone. We got a bunch of wood. Let's get an all-in-one tool going. That should make life a little bit easier. Pretty sure the all-in-one tool is just one of each tool, right? So cobblestone pickaxe, cobblestone axe, cobblestone shovel. Let's see if I get this. It's a sword and it's a hoe, right? It's the final final piece of the puzzle there. Craft all those together and you get an all-in-one tool. Nice. I like it. I like it. The durability, 524. Is that like good comparatively? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little lower than the combined durability of all of these, but it's still pretty good, I guess. If you put the apples in the furnace, they're more effective. Really? What does smelting apples give you? Ooh, it gives you cooked apples. They are so much more effective. Holy heck. Yes, I will 100% be doing that. Also, now that I think about it, I should probably... do we not have more charcoal? I really thought we did. I was going to say I could put some tiny charcoal in here. Alas, it would seem that we do not have tiny charcoal or any charcoal for us to make tiny charcoal with, so I guess we're not doing that just yet. But let's see here. Let's throw down a little bit more in the way of dirt, just so we can fill the room with saplings in preparation for getting just an absolute butt ton of string in a second here. I guess we might as well do this as well, right? Fully fill up the cave with string. Can you make a string tree sapling? Ooh, string tree sapling. It doesn't look like I can. We've got, maybe though, Pam's Harvest Craft. Is it called a string tree sapling? String web sapling. I totally can. Also bonsai pots. Holy heck. How did I not know that we have bonsai pots in the pack? Guys, this changes everything. Actually changes everything. This is just completely 100% flipped the pack on its head. The bonsai pots, they are one of my favorite items in the game. Here we go. Compressed clay, aka compressed gravel. Throw that all down. Get your hammer out. Get some sand, aka dirt, because the pack's changed it to dirt. Compressed dirt. No, try that again. My gosh, my voice is so hoarse today, guys. I apologize. Some compressed dirt into compressed sand, and then sand into dust. If we can get some bonsai pots set up with those string saplings, string is not going to be a problem whatsoever, and that is going to make life, it's going to make getting a lot of these sifting setups, and especially the higher tiers of mesh, just so much easier. So let's go ahead and start doing a little bit of clay production over here. Thankfully, it is super easy to do. All right, give me some clay. We'll smelt that into bricks. We'll use those bricks to get some bonsai pots. I probably want more bonsai pots than this as well, actually. We probably want a ton of bonsai pots. And yes, I did just break clay with a stone axe when I've got an all-in-one tool. That was a foolish mistake, but we've got these cooked apples ready to go now, which is also fantastic. It does look like these are all fully infested, and so I will begin tearing these down. I am running through these crooks at an alarming rate, especially considering that these are supposed to be compressed crooks and are therefore supposed to have a higher durability than the normal crook. What is the durability difference here, actually? I'm intrigued. Standard crooks have a durability of 64. If we go ahead and make 4 of those, you would assume that this one has maybe 256. That's 64 times 4, maybe a higher durability than 256. It has 236. You actually lose durability by crafting these into the compressed crook. I guess it's just you pay a durability tax for the ease of use, for not having to switch items and not having to recraft quite so often, maybe. But that's, you're actually losing value there. That's crazy. We do have a ton of gravel, which means getting a ton of flint is going to be very easy for us to do, which means making more of those flint stiffened meshes shouldn't be too hard for us whatsoever. That's going to get us 5, although they do not stack, which is horrible, to say the least, and does mean that we are going to have to individually place every single one of these down and individually hold every single one of these as well. And it's going to take so much freaking gravel to do it. My goodness. But we can make it happen, guys. We can make it happen. But now, we can get ourselves our first bonsai pot, like so. We can put that on top of a chest, and I guess we might as well go ahead and craft up our first string sapling, aka spider web sapling, whatever it's called. This thing right here, and use that instead of a normal sapling, because it has the added benefit of not only getting us wood, but also getting us string as well. And so that's going to slowly but surely, in the background, just, for those who don't know, these just continually grow trees over and over again, non-stop, forever. So once this tree is fully grown, it will deposit a couple of items that you would typically get from breaking this tree into the chest and then begin regrowing another tree. And we could make as many of these as we want. I guess we could fill the room with these and just have a ton of essentially automated tree farms in such a ridiculously cheap block. Like, the thing that blows me away is just how cheap bonsai pots are. They are ridiculously cheap. Oh, I need a hopping bonsai pot. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. This one does not work that way. How do I use this one then? Do I have to? Oh gosh, yeah, I'm a fool. This is the. Oh, I guess it's gonna be a nice tree that we look at for now because I can't actually use it yet because we have to get a axe right click. Ah, I see. Okay, that's not as good as I was hoping. You can make the hopping bonsai pot once you have a hopper, at which point it will auto feed down into the chest. Unfortunately, we can't do that just yet. So now, if we do that kind of same thing again and get a ton of gravel, we should be able to sift that fairly easily. But the problem, of course, being that we are kind of slowly but surely running out of cobblestone. We've still got, you know, almost 4 stacks left, but we were on the precipice of getting our first bucket of lava, which we do now have. So if I take this and put it down over here somewhere, I'm going to set up a cobblestone generator. I'm also going to get rid of a few of these bits of dirt here. I don't think we need quite that many anymore. I'm going to set up a cobblestone generator right about here. So we're going to have flowing water on this side like that. Hopefully if I do this, that will disappear. Put down the lava, and that should get us cobblestone generator. Nice, cool. So now we've got that. I actually don't think it's going to be too hard for us to get like a transfer node with a world interaction upgrade maybe, although I think those do require grid power now, and also redstone, I guess, which I think also requires us to have diamonds first, maybe? I'm not too sure, but it might indeed require grid power. But anyway, it's probably going to be easier for us to make the cobblestone generators from tiny progressions. So let me go and try and get our first bits of iron. So I think in order to make that tiny progressions cobblestone generator, we have to have a bucket of lava that is actually in an iron bucket and also a bucket of water, I guess. Although, maybe not. No, we can totally use clay buckets. Oh my goodness. In that case, let's pick up the water, pick up the lava. That is going to destroy the clay bucket, but what we can do now is go ahead and quickly smelt up, I think it's a piece of glass, right, that we need in the middle. And once we've got that, we should begin to get our first cobblestone generator, which is not great. It produces 1 cobblestone every 40 ticks, which is 1 cobblestone every 2 seconds, which is not incredibly fast by any means. But we can upgrade it to, we can double the speed to 1 cobblestone every 20 ticks, aka 1 cobblestone every 1 second, by surrounding it with iron, 8 iron ingots, aka 4 of these iron chunks, which is, what, 16 of these. So like this here should get us an upgrade once we have the smeltery up and running. So we'll take the glass, we'll go ahead and craft up our first cobblestone generator. The only thing we're missing, of course, is a little bit of cobblestone. Easy enough. And kaboom. Nice, look at that. We did indeed get the bucket back, which is nice. At least the bucket for the water we got back. We will take a chest. We will put this, I think, above a chest. Although I'm not quite sure, actually, which one it is. I think it might not matter, actually. But for now, I'm going to put that there. I have no way to tell if that's working. It was not working. Do I need a hopper on this thing? I didn't think that I did, but I might. Do I need a hopper on this? Also, Cubavio? I apologize for the mispronunciation of your name there, but he makes a good point in that we should put a storage drawer here. Oh, that totally works. Nice. It's just very, very, very slow, which I was not expecting. Even though I do know that it produces 1 cobblestone every 2 seconds, which is in and of itself quite slow. So we get a storage drawer and we whack that down. I'm going to move this down, I guess, to here. And we'll put this here. And in theory, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Once every 2 seconds, it will go ahead and place a new cobblestone in. So 43, 44, 45. It's so slow. It's so unbelievably slow, but that's fine. It's going to slowly but surely get us cobblestone whilst we work on some other stuff. And eventually, we'll obviously get that upgraded to the point where we can hopefully start to produce cobblestone at a reasonably fast speed. But for now, we're going to take all that cobblestone back out of there because we need to produce more sand and more gravel so that we can start making our first bits of grout. We might as well also go ahead and probably, I'm going to move this to be a little closer to our unlimited water source, just so that I can kind of produce clay a little bit faster. We might even not be that far away. Did that not work? Oh, there we go. We might even not be that far away from producing like an aqueous accumulator or something to move the water automatically. But for now, this works. And we'll get a bunch of clay so we can make that grout, smelt that grout up, and begin making that Tinker's Construct smeltery, which will allow us to produce double the amount of ores from all of our chunks. And then progress on into the next stage. Also, as soon as I'm done with this, I do need to go ahead and claim the reward for making our first cobblestone generator. There is a loot bag in it for me if I go back into the quest book. Now that we've got the sand, we should be able to craft together our sand, our gravel, and our clay to get our grout. 2 stacks, or just shy of 2 stacks, I think should be enough, maybe. I should also make another furnace or 2 just to speed up the process a little bit here. Even though that cobblestone generator isn't too fast, it's still quite nice to be able to pull out, you know, through like 48 cobblestone every so often like that. I like it. So yeah, this is obviously very temporary, but just being able to smelt these up 3 times as fast is going to be quite nice. All right, yeah, double yield. Yeah, that's what we're trying to work for right now. So what do I need here? Let me look at the quest book and also claim my 3 loot boxes. Let's see. So this quest has been done. Let's go ahead and claim a loot chest for that. We'll go with the top one. Oh, it even tells you here all the speeds. So you've got torch is speed 1, lava speed 3, fire is speed 5, mega torch is speed 10. That's an interesting one. Yellowing block 20, plutonium 30, superheating element 60, and awakened draconium block 120. I wonder if you can get that in the loot chest like you could in Project Ozone. That would be interesting. A diamond shield. Not quite sure what I'm going to use that for, but I do look kind of dashing with that on. I like it. Sure, why not? Can I, like, melt that down into diamonds? Oh, I totally can. I can get 3 diamonds out of it, which is probably almost certainly what I'm going to do because I foresee no need for me to have a shield, but maybe I will need one at some point. All right, let's go ahead and claim another loot box. Hopefully something good. Another inval hammer. Nice. That's going to make clearing out more space just to get a little bit easier, which I'm very happy about indeed. So, this is going well. Let me do a quick check on the quest here. How much of this seared brick am I going to need to get the quest complete? So we need like, I think it's 7 for that, 7 for that, it's 14, plus 6 is 20, plus I think 8 is 28, plus 8 again is 36, plus 2 faucets is, what did I say I was on? Was I on 36? I have no idea. I'll say I was on 36. Plus 6 is 42, plus whatever 16 times 4 is, 16 times 4 is 40, 64, so I've lost count. I need a lot. I need like maybe 120, I think. About 2 stacks of seared brick here, and we were close to 2 stacks. So I think I'll just get a little bit more in the way of sand and gravel, specifically sand because we've got the gravel. We'll get a little bit more in the way of sand so we can make it up to a clean 2 stacks, and I think that should be enough. I guess we can also be making this stuff kind of as we wait here, right? We'd have to wait for everything to be done before we start putting together the smeltery. And I think for now, I'm probably just going to build the smeltery like into the wall here. Maybe? Don't want to build it there? Sure. We can always move it around. We can always build around it if necessary. But yeah, we should probably also just be using this, the hammer, to make it a little bit easier. Like that. So I think we'll have the front here, which means I want to go like a bit further back. I'm going to build... am I going to build a 3x3? Is that what they want me to build with the quest they've given me? They've wanted me to make 16 seared bricks. So yeah, I think they do want me to make a 3x3 one here. The only trouble is that if I start putting that down before the quest is complete, I'm going to have to pick it back up again to complete the quest. So again, it's kind of, I think, worth me holding on to at least some of the key ingredients. We can make, however, things like the controller, at least, things that we only need 1 of, such as the controller. The 2 faucets should be easy enough. The casting basin and the casting table, also pretty easy stuff. That's a good chunk of that quest done right there. And there we go, it's all connected. Smeltery, drain, and tank. The drain is just like this, right? It is. And then the tank, of course, requires we smelt a little bit of glass. These are all now done, which is fantastic. Do we have any sand? We do. Nice. So I'll throw that in there, get some glass going. What size of smeltery? Yeah, we're going to build like a 3x3 smeltery, I think. AKA like a 5x5 from the outside. It's going to be 3x3 on the inside. The standard smeltery size, or at least in my mind, the standard smeltery size. The one that used to be the only option. We could make a bigger one in the future, and we could make a smaller one now, I guess. But I think the 3x3 one's kind of the best of both worlds, in my opinion. So we'll give it a go. Let's craft up 16 of these. 15, 16, 16. Nice. Make sure that gets detected by the quest book, and we're done. Nice, cool. So we should now be able to very easily throw all this together. Throw you down the floor. We'd have enough. Excuse me? Is that really not enough? You throw down the tank, the drain. I guess we need a bit more, but thankfully we have it. We need like 2 more blocks here. I really thought 16 would be enough. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, no, not quite enough. That's interesting. It's interesting that they didn't give you the quest didn't have enough to build it, unless I'm mistaken somehow. But let's throw, for now, I guess we'll throw the casting base in there because I feel like I use that less. We'll put the table there. We'll put both faucets down either side to make that usable. At that point, we then kind of want to get really the crucible making lava so we can pump that lava into there. What we really should have done... Oh, we've got so much more ground. How did that get there? What we really should have done is taken the first bucket of lava and placed it back down underneath the crucible so we can make more buckets of lava easier and quicker in the future. So this one's going to take a little bit of time to finish up there, but that is okay. Whilst we wait for it, let's go ahead and grab another loot box, which hopefully is going to contain something great. It's got 3 resonant upgrade kits. Those are not just resonant upgrades, those are kits, which means they instantly, that is fantastic. That's going to instantly upgrade any machine. Is that right? Kit? Hold on. Upgrade. Am I losing it? Is it not called kit? Yeah, because you've got, wait, hold on. Is it the kit? Is that right? No, I was thinking it was a conversion kit. It's not a conversion kit. It's just a resonant upgrade. That's still good. It doesn't, the conversion kits, these ones here, I thought we'd gotten 3 of these, which would instantly upgrade any machine to a resonant machine. That would have been nice. Either way, it just means that now we only have to go up to the Signalum tier, and we've got the resonant tier free and ready to go. It's still like a nice little thing to have nonetheless. Again, not too useful right now, but will help us as soon as we get into a little bit of thermal expansion. We did complete a quest to make a storage drawer. Maybe this will give us lava, or potentially for fertilizer. A flask of magma skin, fire resistance for 8 minutes. Again, not quite sure where I'm going to use that, but that's fine. We can hold on to it for the time being. I think we're a little ways away from making an AE2 system or a refined storage system. Iron storage crate. Keeps inventory unbroken. Okay. Just start with the mob farm and get loot bags. That's a good point. So, if we're going to make a mob farm, we're going to have... Now we've got this Invar hammer, it should be like easier for us to do. If we're going to make a mob farm, I'm just thinking what direction I want to build it. I guess I'll build it this way. We want to go about 24-ish blocks away, right? In order for the mobs to actually spawn. And then I guess we also kind of want to set it up as a dropper, maybe? So as to auto-kill them. And we do have spikes in the pack, right? I think there's even a quest for spikes, right? Yeah, so it wants us to make the mob farm first, but then the quest after that, which unfortunately we can't select yet, does want us to make spikes. So I guess we can start with like stone spikes and use those and just make a dropper that pushes them onto that. Do we have, I'm going to assume we do have vector plates because we've got dark utilities. Unfortunately, I don't think we have what it takes to make that just yet. I guess like the congealed blood is technically possible for us to make, albeit a little tedious. We'd have to stand in the smeltery. And the sugarcane, I don't even know how we go about getting sugarcane so early on. We don't have the botanical miner. There's probably an easier, like, vanilla way that I'm not thinking of to get sugar or sugarcane. Sugarcane from Sift. Oh, we might be able to get sugarcane seeds. Sugar... Yeah, these ones right here. The sugarcane seeds from Ex Nihilo. Sifting dirt. I see. Rice balls? Let's have a look. Rice balls. People always tell me to use rice balls, and I never do. And then people always shout at me for not using rice balls. Get it from rice. How can I get rice seeds? We can get rice seeds by sifting dirt, just the same way that we get the other seeds. So you know what? Sure. Let's sift a bit of dirt, and let's see if we can't get sugarcane and rice up and running, because that seems like it could be quite useful, right? All right, so what? Oh my goodness, we got so much stuff. What did we get? We got a lot of rice seeds and a lot of sugarcane seeds. We actually got so much more than I was expecting to get. So, is rice grown on water? Like, how does this work? Because I cannot remember. I don't think I've ever... I'm sure I've grown rice before. Do we grow that on water? I know rice in real life is grown on water, right? Also, let's get some sand real quick so we can... We didn't even use that much dirt, honestly. I really thought we'd need quite a bit of it because, I don't know, sometimes in previous packs, it's always taken me forever to get the seeds that I want from sifting dirt. But in this one, it seems quite easy, honestly. So I guess for now, seeing as we're not too bothered about this place looking real bad temporarily, I'm just going to kind of dig out a little bit here. There are grass seeds. That's a good point, actually. We could use that for fertilizer. You make a good point. All right, that's my makeshift sugarcane farm. Look at that. Boom. I guess we should clear this out a little bit so it can go a bit taller. You can plant the sugarcane on dirt you fall. I guess that is true, but like, I'm just going to put it on sand. It grows, does it grow faster on sand? I feel, do we have snad? We have snad. I know it doesn't grow faster on sand, but it does grow faster on snad. Here we go. Torch placement. Did I put it off? Oh, did I put it in the wrong spot? My apologies. My apologies. I will reorient and put it there. Is that, I mean, it's still not centered, right? It's still off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's still bad, but that's fine. Yeah, give me some snad real quick. So snad is a mod in and of itself. It's a mod that just adds snad. And snad is a block that grows sugarcane faster than sand does. Look at that. Snad. Done. So yeah, how do I grow rice? That's not how you... That's not how you grow rice, I guess. Use. See, it doesn't... Does someone know in the Twitch chat? Come on, you gotta tell me. If you know, you gotta tell me. It's the rule. You gotta tell me how to grow rice. This rice you grow on farmland. Okay. Okay. I know there is some rice. I can't remember which rice it is, but there's definitely a rice that you grow in water. I never know how to do it, but for now, I guess we'll just do a simple little rice farm here, just opposite our sugarcane farm, right? We got our all-in-one tool, so we don't need to get a hoe. I like it. And then this is just... Oh, look at that. Nice. Can you... No. Too optimistic, right? I was really hoping we could maybe twerk to get it to work, but alas, that does not seem to be the case. We've got a piece of bone meal. I don't really see much point in using that. Do we have any watering cans of any kind? I know we're going to have the ones from Mystical Agriculture. We've also got the ones from X230s 2, which is actually super easy to make, and so I might as well go ahead and crack one of those out real quick as well. I thought, can you use cobblestone there? Or does it have to be stone? It might have to be stone. That is completely fine. There's some more cooked apples. I like it. All right, so while we wait for that to finish off here, we should now have a bucket in here. Let me see. Do we have our bucket? We do indeed. We should be getting close to making an iron bucket, but now we can take this, drop it in there, and actually begin to process our iron. I guess before we process the iron, we should really look at getting either some gold or some aluminium brass, because that's going to allow us to make the cast, right? So what do I need for aluminum brass? I need... It's like a 3-to-1, I think, the ratio. Yeah, 3 aluminium for 1 copper. So let's see here. Copper and aluminium. We might not have enough of this, actually, because... Oh, no, we will. We totally will. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm talking nonsense. So if it's 3-to-1, I guess we want to put in 2, 4, 6, 2, like that. Yeah, 3-to-1. Like, I don't know. I made that more complicated than it needed to be. That's going to do us... That's going to get us a lot of aluminium brass, more than we probably need, but it is going to get us enough to start making ingot casts and whatnot, which is nice. So watering can should now be ready. Grab the stone, craft it up. Like so, good stuff. This is the new, well, quote-unquote new. It's been like this for a while now. You do have to refill this watering can before you can use it, but hopefully it's quite fast when it comes to, oh, look at that, like an instant little growth tick there from that guy. I love it. Yeah, I do like these watering cans. They do make things grow quite quickly. Let's pull that out. Let's throw in pretty much 16, I guess maybe like 9, I think is our current limit. Yeah, let's throw 9 iron in there and get 18 ingots out. We can pull that out as 2 blocks worth. So I guess I didn't really need the ingot cast, but again, that's fine. That's not too big of a problem. Not really too much of a waste. Put the crucible over the lava. That's the plan. We don't have any lava right now. Like, as soon as I get more lava, I should put it above... I should put the crucible above lava to make it faster. Right now, I don't have any lava, and so I can't do that. As soon as I get more lava, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Never fear. We're currently trying to get just a little bit of rice. So you need 4 of those to make a rice ball, right? I guess we can still kind of start working on where's my hammer gun? There it is. On making this mob dropper. Let's get some torches to light this up just a little bit. I should put those in my offhand. Make life a bit easier, right? So I was going to do a bit of a count here. Let's do 24 blocks, I guess, from like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's counting with Isaac. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Lost count with Isaac. I think that's 24. That's about 24. I'm going to go one more just to be safe, and then we'll go up. The good thing about having a... I'll make some ladders as well. The good thing about everything being surrounded with stone is that you don't have to build the outer walls of this. You can just dig upwards to create the dropper. Mega torch recipe, I would assume that it is the default one that's like a block of diamonds, a block of gold, sorry, 2 diamonds. Yeah, it's not too expensive actually. It's very much doable, and we could use that to get faster lava probably quite easily. But for now, I'm going to pull out some iron. How about making the upgraded watering can? Let's have a look. Watering. How expensive is it? We do have the ones from Tiny Progressions as well. And we've also got the stuff from... is it an upgraded watering can? No, these are the same, right? Guess I can enchant it with decay. There are the ones from Mystical Agriculture, which gradually get better and better. And then even the ones from Thermal Expansion, which I don't really think I've used too much, but they do have quite... They look a bit more expensive. Origin this pack for the sand for Yellorium and use a Yellorium block. It tells us in the quest book, which I've put away, what the different tiers are for the Crucible. So yeah, Yellorium is up there with 20. It's above the Mega Torch, so we could try and get some Yellorium. Do we have any Yellorium? And also, do we get Yellorium from sifting dust like you normally do? Let's have a look. Yellorium. It doesn't look like there is a Yellorium chunk, and so it looks like you might not get Yellorium that way. Oh no, of course you get it. Ah, right, of course. We need an iron stiffened mesh though, and so we need more iron, I guess, before we can do that. We are currently working on iron. What did I want to use my first bit of iron on here? I need to make a hopper. Needs a strong word, but I wanted to make a hopper. I think we've already got a chest in here. We do. Might as well use that first. Be a bit more efficient with our wood. Gonna make a hopper for our bonsai pot, just so we get a little bit of wood being made kind of passively in the background here. Might as well go ahead and grab my all-in-one tool. All right, so we'll break this, and then we'll move this like 1 block up. We have got a spider web sapling in here, which is giving us string and wood, which is quite nice. So we'll throw that down like that for now. Maybe not the best use of our first pieces of iron, but that's a nice little, somewhat automated... Is that still growing? It's a nice little... Yeah, there we go. It's growing nice. Nice. Yeah, a nice little bit of automated wood, which I'm always happy about. It's like a little bit of stone here. I guess we could upgrade this as well, right? To start getting stone a little bit faster. We do have quite a bit of stone already, but you know what they say? Faster is always better. So we'll go ahead and upgrade that as well and throw that back down right about there to upgrade that as well. That's not a hopping bonsai pot. It's not, but I'm pretty sure... I guess that is true. Does this work, though? It doesn't work. Okay, I'm a fool. All right, hold on then. Hold on. Shift right click to chop down. There we go. Yeah, I should craft this with this to get a hopping bonsai pot, which apparently for whatever reason you have to do in a crafting table like this. In the middle, specifically. And at the bottom. Like that. That's such a weirdly specific... They could make that shapeless. I don't know why they don't. But anyway, we can throw in the spiderwood sapling. Now that will automatically put that down into the lower slot. We're now getting double the amount of cobblestone. We're getting 1 per second as opposed to 1 every other second. Let me go ahead and first of all throw a little bit of this stuff away into here. Get myself some ladders so we can continue building up for our mob drop. I will also probably smelt a little bit more in the way of wood just so we can make some more torches, because I do want to make sure that the whole mob spawning area is fully lit up until we're ready to go. I don't want to get ambushed by a bunch of mobs when I'm not ready for it. That is not how I want this to go. I don't want to have to use my diamond shield after I've said that I'm going to pulverize it into 3 diamonds. That's also not what I want to do. I'm glad we've got replaceable scaffolding, I guess. We do also have extra bits installed, which, is it called extra bits? No, that's the name of the podcast that Nick and I do over on youtube.com/Nick and Isaac. We've got missing pieces installed as well, so we can make these really cool cylindrical blocks without having to use like chisel and bits or anything like that. I'll use cobblestone as an example because it's cheaper than oak, but like we can make these really nice... Well, that's not how I want that to go at all, but we do have this... these really nice cylindrical pieces, which I quite like. It makes life quite a bit easier. Look at that. I like it. So we could use those. Let's have a look. I think it also has like slopes and stuff. Yeah, look at that. We got some nice little wedges, they call them, as well as candelabras and chairs. So it's a bit of a weird mod having pillars, wedges, and then candelabras and chairs, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Such texture, much wow. I know. Look at that. Whew. Smooth plug, Isaac. Oh, thank you. I tried my best. So we've got 15 ladders. I think we need to go like, what, 22 blocks up? Although I guess it doesn't matter how high we go up, right? Because we're not gonna kill them with the drop. We're trying to kill them with the spikes at the bottom of the drop. And so I guess we don't really have to go all that high up. I think 15 might be fine. And so in that case, just give me a bunch of cobblestone so we can make these spikes. I guess we'll go for, yeah, we'll go for stone spikes for now. So I need what, like 9 swords? I think the easiest way for me to do that is just going to be to do this. And then compress cobblestone. 1, 2, 3. And kaboom. Nice. And kaboom. Nice. And kaboom. Nice. Okay, so we can throw those down along the bottom here. We are going to need some form of like hopper or vacuum hopper or vacuum chest or something like that. We do have the absorption hopper, which is a little tricky to make. We've got the vacuum hopper from open blocks, which is easier. Does this also suck up XP? I know this one does. This one might do. I'm not quite sure. Obsidian shouldn't be too hard for us to get. It's water and lava. Yeah, and then the Eye of Ender, I guess we're going to get from the mob farm. I don't know how we're going to get... The Philosopher's Stone is a little bit out of our range right now. Is there an easy way for us to get one early Ender Pearl? I really don't want to have to go through Evil Craft just yet to get it. And I also have a feeling that the Ender Pearl chicken is also a little bit out of our reach. Maybe I'll just have to like try and get Enderman to spawn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go 7. We'll do like a 7. I mean, we don't need to go... In fairness, like... This is like an unnecessary setup, right? We could probably have built this at ground level. We didn't need to build it. You know what? Like... yeah. You know what? Okay. Change of plan, right? Because there's no reason for it to be up there. Now that I think about it, none at all. If we're going to use something like punji sticks or spikes or something like that to kill them, we could just build it on ground level and push them towards the kill spot, right? Like, my brain is so used to having these big droppers that are 24 blocks up and then 7 blocks in each direction. I was going to build essentially a normal mob spawner, but really high up. I don't have to do that. I can just build like a mob spawner here and push, and mobs will spawn in this dark area and then push them, you know, using vector plates to where they need to go, right? Yeah, so vector plates, I think you make in sets of 8, right? You do. So we would still need quite a few of these. Thankfully, this snad is putting our sugarcane through its paces and getting us a nice amount, which is good. Our lava is now done. I'm going to go ahead and grab that and use this bucket of lava before I forget to actually make more lava. So we will take this. I'm also going to move the crucible now, I think. And I'm just going to put it in the wall for now. I basically just want to move it away from that chest so we don't set things on fire. Is really all I'm after. I'm just going to do this and that. And start pumping more cobblestone back in. I guess we could even put like a hopper here, but I think for now that's fine. The hopper, of course, will just feed more in. Isaac, you have mob grinding utils in the mod pack? We do indeed. We do indeed. Chests don't burn. Though that's... I'm not going to take the risk, you know? I believe you, actually, though. That makes sense. So I guess we can watering can to get more of this rice, right? Because we are going to need quite a lot. I would say at least maybe a stack or 2 of these vector plates, right? Before we can reasonably start thinking about making the mob farm. There we go. So 16, I think, should take us over the edge to be able to fully complete this spawner. Oh, you can shift, by the way, to not be moved by the vector plates, just in case you didn't know. There we go. Gonna get rid of this torch real quick. Mobs can spawn on vector plates as well. They will spawn on those no matter what. And so now I'm going to look at these punji sticks. I don't know. I've never used punji sticks, and so I don't know how good these are going to be. I hope fairly good. We got exactly 4... sugarcane there, which should be the perfect amount for... Is that not how you make those? Do we need like one more punji stick? One more sugarcane even to make the punji sticks? We do need one more little piece of sugarcane from our snad, and that will make us 3 punji sticks. Okay, which I think should be enough, actually. My thought process here is we just have like kind of 3 hoppers here, all feeding into one chest here. And I think so long as we have like cobblestone here with punchy sticks on them, and obviously vector plates here that push the mobs into them. Oh, well, I guess. Can items... First of all, can you put vector plates on top of hoppers? And if the answer is yes, can you collect items from hoppers through vector plates, maybe? Yes, you can. Okay, awesome. That is good to know. In that case, then, we might not need that many punchy sticks. We might just need 1 hopper instead of 3. Like, I think 3 seems unnecessary. In that case, let's grab just the 1. We will place, let's also get 1 more chest as well. And by chest, I'm kind of thinking maybe storage crate, just because the storage crates are so good. Doing 4 sticks, maybe we've got, no, wishful thinking that we had more sticks left over there. Not like it's a problem though, we can make sticks very easily indeed. And then we do need 4 chests, however, which is basically all of that wood right there. And kapow, that gets another crate, good stuff. So we'll throw that down over here. Right about there, I think. And then we'll have the hopper feed into this, like so. Is that right? Did I put that down correctly? I did, nice. And then we'll throw down the vector plates. Right about there. Oh, I love it. I love it. Like that. And then finally, yeah, like that. We'll get rid of the torch. And so I don't think F7 is going to show as much, but I'm pretty sure that mobs should now be able to spawn in there. I'm going to try and make it as dark as is humanly possible, which I guess we can actually do fully and just leave this gap here open to access the chest from. Whether or not we're going to see mobs spawn in there is a different question. I really hope that we do. Did I put down a punchy stick? No, I did not put down a single punchy stick. They will not die. If they do indeed spawn, they will just sit there and forever look at me waiting to die. So we need to put the punchy sticks like... You can't put these against... Oh, you can put these against the wall. You can't put it there. Oh, they're pretty powerful. They're pretty powerful. I like that. So I think that will work. I think that will work. It might not kill spiders, which is my only worry right now. If that's the case, we could always tweak the area in there. We could put down some slabs to prevent spiders from spawning. I really wish... I kind of hope that's not the case. I kind of hope that the punchy stick is... The spider's like just tall enough to get killed by the punchy stick, but I have a sneaking suspicion that that's not going to be the case, that it is going to be like just sitting underneath there. We'll see. But hopefully it works as intended. Maybe. We're doing quite a lot of mob drops in order to be able to get this quest complete. We need 4 ender pearls, 16 bones, and 64 rotten flesh, and so that could take a little bit of time to complete. But whilst we wait for our first mobs to arrive with us, to grace us with their presence, let's go ahead and clear out just a tiny little space here for our first bits of grass. Now that we've got our first grass seeds, I did accidentally just click on... Which ones are the grass? Do we have any grass seeds? Oh, we totally do. Nice. We got loads. So we'll take those. We will begin planting that. Again, I'm fairly... Like, we've got so many, but yet I'm fairly certain that we only need the 1, because I'm pretty sure we can just use the watering can on the pre-existing grass to get just even more grass instantly. Right? Yeah. Look at that. Perfect. And now we've got that, we can use our singular piece of bone meal. Really hoping that we get 2 roses and 2 dandelions from this. We didn't get a single one. That's perfect. In that case, we are going to have to do a little bit more sifting in the way of dust. But again, shouldn't really be too big of an issue. We've got 40 dust right about there. And so getting enough bone meal to get us to our first bit of floral fertilizer really shouldn't be an issue. Hey, look at that. Nice. Okay, so I think... How much do you get from this? You get 1? Okay, so we need 1 more rose red to get our first bits of floral fertilizer, which really I'm hoping we do get from this. Good stuff. Very nice indeed. So that, combined with our bone meal, should indeed get us our first piece of floral fertilizer. It did indeed. I think we need 4, is it, to complete the quest here? 5. We need 5 floral fertilizer to complete that quest, which means we're going to need at least 5 bone meal. But I'm also going to make some more space here, because I know we can get... quite a few flowers from this if we've got enough space to make it happen. And by more space, I legit mean I'm gonna put 2 more pieces of dirt down because I want to get a nice even square. Okay, so hopefully, I don't think you do ever get more than 4 flowers there. I don't think. But now that we've got those, we can craft up a pestle and mortar. Pestle? I'm not quite sure. I know Nick says pestle. I feel like it's pestle, though. And then we're going to grab you, get ourselves a ball. Do you make balls in sets of 3? You do, in sets of 4. So we should already have 3 more balls. We do. What else do we need here? A stick and some wood. Seems easy enough. Sticks, wood, kapow. And so now all we need to do is craft those. Excuse me? Is that not how that works? Floral. Do you need 2? Oh, no, of course, I'm a fool. You craft them into petals. Once you got the petals, you then craft them into the dyes, which is quite nice. It means you get twice as many dyes as you do flowers, which is very nice indeed. For some reason, the mystical red petal isn't working, despite the fact that I feel like it should be. Oh, it's lag? Hello? Can you hear me, chat? My internet hasn't died. No, I'm fine. Okay. Oh, it's 3. The server's been up for 3 hours and it's dead. It's died. Rest in peace, server. You were not long for this world. You did a good service. It was good. It was fun while it lasted, guys. But that's it. That's StoneBlock done. It's over. It's all over. It's probably Varisk's fault. Oh. Anyway, we can now craft any 4 floral fertilizer together, floral powder even, with some bone meal to get floral fertilizer. We are going to need some more bone meal to actually get this, to get to the 5, but then you place this down, you get 4 more flowers. Those 4 flowers obviously get you 8 powder. That 8 powder can then be used to make 2 more floral fertilizer, and thus doubling every single time, which is quite nice indeed. I'm going to take a quick peek again over here. I know what they say, a watch pot never boils, but, oh, it works! I am very happy with the progress that has been made here. We have got 2, by the looks of it, at least 2 mobs have spawned. Common loot bag, let's have a peek. Shift right click. Oh, there we go. We got a garden scythe, harvest and replace large areas. We got some rotten flesh, we got some lapis. I like it very much. For now, I'm just gonna put these things like back in here. We'll take the torch as well. If we can keep getting stuff like that, keep getting rotten flesh specifically from these mob drops, we should hopefully get a nice chest full fairly quickly. Between streams, I'll probably do a bunch of sifting, just because it's kind of boring to watch. So I'll probably do like a bunch of cobblestone, like hammering, sift that cobblestone, sift the gravel, sift the sand, sift the dust. Probably mostly cobblestone, let the mob spawner run, and hopefully when we come back, we will have a good deal of mob drops, hopefully enough to complete these quests up here. We'll hopefully have enough bone meal to get the floral fertilizer quest under control, and progress on from there into some mods that are not Tinker's Construct or Exahilo, which is kind of all we've been doing today, but we'll do probably some more work on Tinker's Construct, actually, to try and get some more tools that we can use that are a bit better than the ones we have now. But for now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode of StoneBlock there for today. I always keep forgetting the name of this pack. I want to call it Cave Block or something like that, but we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Oh, we got an ender pearl. I like it, so we can make a vacuum hopper if we wanted to, despite the fact that we don't really need it. We did get 3 lead ingots, so which is quite nice. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream there for today.